All right, let's get into this. We're about to go behind the scenes of what, on the surface, looks like your everyday local service company. But trust me, by breaking down their digital footprint, we're going to find a masterclass in modern business strategy.
So it all kicks off with that one moment of panic, right? A moment pretty much all of us have felt. A pipe bursts, the furnace dies in the middle of winter, something in your home is just wrong.
And believe it or not, the answer to that question can teach us a ton. We're going to use one company's website as our blueprint to see exactly how things like trust, service, and strategy all click together today. This is way more than just about fixing pipes. It's about the very anatomy of what makes a business successful now.
Okay, first things first, let's set the stage. You have to understand that these days, an emergency service business isn't just a magnet on your fridge. They're basically digital first responders, and we expect them to be on call, ready to go all the time.
And here it is, the big promise, right up front, 24/7. For a customer who's freaking out, that's probably the single most important thing they need to see. It's like a digital lifeline that just screams, "Don't worry, we've got you, right this second." So how does that promise of always being available grow into a much bigger strategy? Well, a modern business like this can't just be a one-trick pony. The real goal is to become the one and only call you need to make for, well, for your entire home.
I mean, just look at this list. This goes so far beyond a simple leaky faucet. We're talking about the absolute core systems that make a house run. Plumbing, heating, cooling, drains, they even throw in restoration and handyman services. The strategy is crystal clear. They want to be the only number you ever need to have saved in your phone.
And they don't just offer a wide variety of services. They also show off their deep expertise. They make a point to feature these really specialized services. Hydrojetting, for instance. That's a pretty high-tech way to deal with really nasty blockages. And then you see something like this, and it just stops you in your tracks. Medical and laboratory plumbing? I mean, come on. That signals a whole different level of precision and know-how, way beyond what you'd expect for a home. It's an incredibly smart way to build instant credibility.
To top it all off, they get into modern health and safety stuff, like radon control. This shows they're not just there to fix things when they break, they're positioning themselves as proactive experts in your home's total well-being. It's a genius move.
Now this is where we see the next layer of their whole game plan. It's not just about what they can do, it's about what they can install. And look what they're offering, a whole menu of smart home tech. What they're saying to you is, hey, we can fix your ancient cast iron pipes, and we can set you up with the latest smart thermostat. They've mastered both the past and the future of home tech. So we get what they do, but an equally important question is, where do they do it? You see, a really successful local business doesn't try to be everything to everyone everywhere. No, they pick their turf and they absolutely dominate it. And there it is, spelled out perfectly clear, the North Shore and northwest suburbs of Chicago. Think about it. This isn't just a list of towns. It's a battle plan. By defining their area so clearly, mentioning places like Highland Park and Arlington Heights, they can focus their marketing, cut down on travel time, and build a really powerful local name for themselves. It's about owning your market, not just being a player in it. Okay, so they've staked their claim on a territory, but how do they actually win it over? In a situation where you're basically inviting a stranger into your house, maybe in the middle of the night, everything, and I mean everything, comes down to trust. So how does a website build that kind of trust before you even make a call?
Well, what better way to do it than with a good story? See, they don't just tell you they're good, they show you. This headline from their blog is the perfect hook. It frames their work not just as another job, but as a success story for a real person.
And they break it down into this simple, really effective narrative. Here was the problem, a specific one in a real town they service. Here's the cool advanced technique we use to fix it. And here's the happy ending, a satisfied customer. This little story right here does way more to build trust than a dozen slick commercials ever could. Now, a good story is one thing, but proof is everything. Putting their main state of Illinois plumbing license number right out there for everyone to see, that's not just a legal thing. That's a huge signal of trust. It's them saying, we're legit, we're professionals. Go ahead, look us up. And they don't just stop at one license. They build this absolute wall of credibility by showing you all their credentials. Plumbing contractor, HVAC certified, even an electrical contractor license. This hammers home that one-stop shop idea, but it backs it up with official, verifiable proof across the board.
All right, so we've seen how they establish their expertise and how they build up all this trust. So what's the final piece of the puzzle? How do they actually turn a stressed out person browsing their website into a paying customer? This, my friends, is the art of conversion.
They kick it off by going right after the biggest fear every homeowner has, getting ripped off. This quote is just brilliant marketing. It's a promise that calms those anxieties about surprise charges and hidden fees before they can even bubble up. It makes you feel so much safer hitting that contact us button.
And just look at how their contact form is laid out. It's not some generic empty box. It's a lean, mean data gathering machine. It quickly gets your contact info, helps them figure out the problem, confirms you're in their service area, and gives you space for details. Every single field has a purpose. The whole thing is designed to turn a click into a scheduled job as fast as humanly possible.
So, when you put it all together, what have we really learned? It takes that ironclad promise of being there 24/7. It takes a massive arsenal of services, a clearly defined territory, and most importantly, it takes a carefully built, multi-layered architecture of trust. And that, right there, is the answer to this question. It's a powerful reminder that in today's world, even for the most traditional businesses, winning starts with mastering that all-important digital first impression.